welcome to my studio. This tutorial will demonstrate a simple yet effective technique for sewing shank buttons. Shank buttons are usually rounded on top and come in a variety of shapes and sizes. They also tend to be more ornamental than flat buttons. Unlike a flat button, a shank button has no visible holes. Instead, there's a protrusion on the back side where it's threaded and attached by hand. It's most often seen on outerwear and garments made with heavier fabrics like jackets. The procedure is the same as sewing on a flat button, but in this variation, I'll be using a backstay button. A backstay button is mostly seen on high-quality outerwear and garments in heavy fabrics. Backstay buttons are a great choice for extending the life of a garment because it reduces stress on the fabric. For this project, you'll need the original button or one of similar size, a needle, thread, scissors, and a 1/2 inch flat stay button. Start by marking the placement of your button with a pin. Make sure that the button you're working on is correctly aligned with the other buttons. No wonky buttons in this flower patch. To ensure your thread doesn't break, quadruple thread your needle. If you're not sure how to do this, check out my other video for flat button repair. And, just like and subscribe all videos you see because creating content is a full-time job. Okay, back to the show. To knot, loop the ends once, then twice, then pull through tightly to double knot. First, you'll need to anchor the thread to the button. To do this, insert the needle and thread through the shank. Take the needle between the strands of thread. Make sure the thread is not twisted and that there are 2 threads on either side of the needle. Your button should now be securely hanging off the thread. Insert the tip of your needle on the front side of your garment where you wish to place the button. Pull the needle and thread to the back. Make sure there is a 1/4 inch of space between the shank and surface of the fabric while you sew. From the back, thread the needle and thread through one of the holes on your stay button. Come back through the second hole in your stay button, spacing it about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch from the first exit thread. Bring the thread up to the front behind the shank button. Bring the thread and needle through the shank and down again to the back. On the back side, bring the needle and thread up through one hole and back down through the other. Come back up through the front and repeat the process 1 to 2 more times, threading the needle through the shank and back down through the back stay button. To finish, exit the needle behind your button. Draw the button up and you should see the 1/4 inch spacing you made when you first inserted your needle. Wind your thread tightly around the 1/4 inch of space you created about 4 to 5 times. This gap is really important when sewing buttons because it allows spacing for the fabric that will be buttoned together. Shanks allow garments to hang and drape nicely and is a simple yet effective technique to create professional-looking garments. After winding the thread a few times, insert the needle from front to back, making sure the threads that form your shank don't unravel in the process. Exit the needle to the back and behind the stay button. This is what it should look like from the front. Come back to the front, but don't pull the thread all the way through. You want to create a loop with your thread. Insert your needle through the loop and pull taut. This creates your knot. Then, sandwich your needle between the layers of fabric and exit the needle at the edge of the fabric. Bury the thread by pulling the needle through and taut. Cut close to the fabric, being careful not to snip the fabric. Massage the fabric so the thread disappears into the fabric layers. And there you have it, a beautiful shank button repair. Thanks, and have a great day.